I love that white scarf you're wearing. Hey, stay close to the speaker because my voice is always so loud and your voice is so soft.
My mom likes it too.
Can you hear it? I love it. It's very fluffy. It looks like a bunny rabbit.
My mom likes it too.
Does she have one?
No.
Why doesn't she have one? You get one and your mommy doesn't get one?
No, that's why sometimes she's borrow mine.
She borrows yours. Well, you are so lucky that your mommy got you that. And you're going to need it when it gets cold. You know, it's going to snow in Chicago well, maybe in 3 months it's going to be really cold over there.
Yeah.
Cold and snowy in Chicago. I lived in Chicago. It's a cold place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You look out that window right now. You have a big window, right?
Yeah. How did you know?
You showed me before. And when you look out there, you can see the water, right?
Yeah.
And that's Lake Michigan. You showed me, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lake Michigan is nice and water and beautiful now, but it's going to get cold and maybe it's going to freeze. I'm telling you, Chicago is so cold. I had to wear earmuffs on my ears. I had to wear gloves. Can you say gloves?
Gloves.
Do you remember last time you learned the word gloves?
Yeah, of course. I remember.
Right? So what I'm thinking is, what else are you going to wear when it's cold?
I'll wear a coat.
Good. And what else are you going to wear? Gloves. Can you say gloves?
Gloves.
Right. What else?
Oh, wait. I have one more thing. I'll show you.
What is it?
You can see it. And your ear were very warm. This can put your on your ear. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Now also, can you go barefoot when it's cold?
No.
No. You remember what barefoot means, right?
Yeah. You need to wear boots.
You have to wear boots. You're exactly right. There is no way you can go barefoot in the snow.
Yeah.
Your mommy's going to say, you may not do it. You can't do it. Right?
And I never do that before.
So when you go out in the winter, what else do you wear? A coat? Boots?
Boots. Glove. And
What else?
this. Look.
Say gloves.
Gloves.
And hat.
Hats.
And scarf.
Scarf.
Okay, I'm telling Kathy that you're with me now. And what I want you to do next is to get ready. You're going to look at the book, okay? Are you ready for your book?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, let me pull up your book, Grace. You've been learning a lot in your book, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you want to play with that. That's nice and fluffy.
Yeah, I very like it.
It's nice and fluffy. Okay, I got your book here. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay. So what I have here, you know what we're going to read about today? Do you remember?
No.
You forgot?
I always forgot.
Say, I always forget.
I always forget.
Do you see it now? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What are we going to read about?
I see the answer.
Making coffee, making tea.
Making coffee, making tea.
Making coffee, making tea. Making coffee, making tea. Good.
Making coffee, making tea. Making coffee, making tea.
Now, this is part, can you say breakfast?
Breakfast.
This is part of our discussion of breakfast. And when we have breakfast, we have coffee or tea. My sister likes to have tea. In fact, I have a cup right here of tea that she made for me, even though it's not breakfast. Guess what? It's Chinese tea. Uh-huh. Do you like Chinese tea?
I don't know what Chinese tea is.
Chinese, oh, you better know. Chinese tea's the best tea there is. It's the best tea. In fact, I'm going to go grab my tea from China. There's my sister now. She's eating her salad. Look at her. Hi, sis. Say hi. This is Grace.
Hi, Grace.
She's having her salad, but I'm going to show you the tea that I got in China because I think it's really great and it's beautiful. I don't know. I hope I can find it. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Everything's here, but what I'm looking for is not here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I found it. I found it. It's Chinese tea. I'm going to show you. You won't believe it. You're going to love it. And it's just that it was behind everything. I'm sorry, but I'm getting it right now. And it's even got Chinese writing, but I don't know what it says, so maybe you're going to help me, okay?
I can know.
Well, you know? Can you read Chinese?
Yeah, of course, I can.
You can? You're so smart. I wish I could read Chinese. Okay, well, let me show you. This has pictures, and I got this tea in China, and I really like it. So take a look. Can you see this tea?
Let me see. 中国名茶.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See the pictures? What's that?
I don't know how to say.
Uh-huh. So in English, I want you to say the Great Wall.
The Great Wall.
That's the Great Wall. What's this?
It's very, 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 very long.
Oh, I know. I went. I couldn't do. I think. What is this? Do you know?
Yeah. Speaking German.
I love it when you speak Chinese. What is that in English? Can your mommy tell me?
And squirrel. Tin and squirrel.
Okay, here's another one.
Oh, I don't know that.
I know what this is. Say the Temple of Heaven.
The Temple of Heaven.
And is this the Forbidden City?
那个叫天安啥来着？我忘了。天安 Square. That's the 天安 Square.
Oh, Tiananmen Square. Yes, Tiananmen Square. Now, on the bottom, it has Chinese.
Yeah.
It tells the kind of tea that it is. And I like this tea. I'm saving it. Oh, it smells so good. You can see it, right?
I can smell it.
You can't smell it, but you can see it. I'm sorry you can't smell it. I have to make my computer activate the smeller. We don't have a smeller on the computer. Now here's another one, but I don't know what this is. I can't even read it.
Huh?
Can you read it? Is it upside down?
No, it's it's like no letter. I don't know too.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh. Look, it's just moving.
See, I told you I have a lot of Chinese things around here.
Yes, I don't know.
Oh, Guan Yin.
What kind of tea is that? What kind of tea is that?
It says
Guan Yin tea. It's not green tea and not black tea.
Really? But it's
It's
good.
half of black tea.
Is it good?
Yes, very famous.
Somebody gave to me as a present.
Oh,
And this tea, I told you, this tea I got in China when I went there. It's called lychee in English, but I don't know. And so I'm so glad that Grace is talking to me about the tea. And Grace, I love to hear you speak Chinese. Wow. It's so impressive. So what does this say, Grace?
what?
Making.
Making coffee, making tea.
What do you like better, coffee or tea?
I never drink a coffee before.
You don't need to.
I don't like it.
The tea is
I
so
have one-
good, you don't need it. But you're going to learn about it today, okay? So read here where it says making coffee with an electric coffee maker. Can you read it?
Electric coffee maker.
Electric coffee maker.
Electric coffee maker.
Okay, first what happens? Say scoop. Scoop.
Scoop.
It's kind of like a spoon, but we call it a scoop. Ham scoops some ground coffee into the filter.
Pan scoops some ground coffee into her
The
filter.
Because you have a filter and you put the coffee in there. Now, when you first see coffee, it's not ground. It's not broken up. It's a bean. Can you say coffee bean?
Coffee bean.
Bean.
I know that.
Say bean.
Bean.
So they take the coffee beans and then they grind it. I have a grinder. I put the coffee beans in. I plug in the grinder, goes, and then it's all loose. It's all ground up in here. See it?
Yeah.
Now, what does she do next? Then she pours some water into the coffee maker.
Then she pours some water into the coffee maker.
Right. You have to have water, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have water, how can you make coffee? You need the ground coffee and the water. Now, what does she do next? She turns.
The water.
No, she turns over here with the finger.
She turns the coffee maker on by pressing the
Switch.
switch.
Like I have a light switch. I turn the light on. I turn the light off. Can you say switch?
Switch.
Okay, I'm going to read it and I want you to repeat. Ready? Listen. Pam scoops some ground coffee into the filter.
Pam scoops some ground coffee into the filter.
Then she pours some water into the coffee maker.
Then she pours some water into the coffee maker.
She turns the coffee maker on by pressing the switch.
She turned the coffee maker on by pressing the switch.
The switch, like on, off, on, off. Okay, your turn.
The water heats up.
What does heats up mean? Nope, you can't ask your mother. Look at me. The water heats up. Just say, I don't know.
I don't know.
If it says the water heats up, the water is getting hotter and hotter, right? See the temperature going up?
Yeah.
Because, Grace, you don't want cold water with your coffee. You want
I
hot, hot water, right? Okay, what happens next?
The
The water heats up and drips
The
through
water.
the ground coffee.
and drips through the ground coffee
And
and into the coffee
pot.
pot.
That's the coffee pot. So
Okay.
let's say coffee,
Coffee
coffee pot,
pot
drips,
drips
like doop, boop, doop, doop, water,
water
and heats up.
and heats up.
Okay, so it heats up. Got it, got it. Good. Okay, the water heats up. Let's read it. I'm going to read it all together, and then you're going to read it. The water heats up and drips through the ground coffee and into the coffee pot. Somebody's playing with my picture. There's good. I caught them. Can you read all that? The water heats up and drips through the ground coffee and into the coffee pot.
Huh?
You don't have to read it that fast, but read it like this. Read it like this. Ready? The water heats up and drips through the ground coffee and into the coffee pot. Can you do that?
And drips through the ground tree and into the coffee.
Right. Now, what does heats up mean?
The water is, I don't know how to say, it's like hot.
Hot,
Very
hot, 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 hot.
Yeah, very hot.
Say, repeat after me. The water gets hot.
The water gets hot.
I don't want cold coffee.
I want cold coffee.
No, you don't. Okay,
Because
next
I
one.
don't drink coffee.
I know. You don't say, I don't care because I don't drink it. But the
I
rest
don't
of us,
care.
I drink it sometimes, but I don't want cold coffee. Now, actually, sometimes I like, you know, something I like that's kind of different is iced coffee, where they take the coffee on a hot day, and I like milk in my coffee, and they put ice, and I drink iced coffee. Glug, 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 glug.
Iced coffee.
Yeah, has your mother ever had iced coffee?
Huh?
With ice cubes. You can go to Dunkin' Donuts and say, I want iced coffee.
In summer. In summer.
I know, because it's hot. Hey, Grace, in the summer, I don't want hot coffee. It's too hot. So I say, can I please have iced coffee, but I want it with milk. Put milk in my coffee and ice, and very tasty. Okay, we're going to make tea now. It's your turn. Dan boils water in a tea kettle. Your turn.
Then boils water into in a tea
Tea kettle.
tea kettle.
Now you can say tea kettle or teapot.
Tea kettle, teapot.
And and boils is very, 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 very hot. When it boils, it goes, it has bubbles. It's so hot that it has bubbles.
Right?
Boils.
Boil.
He pours the hot water into the teapot.
He boils. Oh, no.
He
He
pours.
pours the hot water into the teapot.
and add some tea leaves.
And add some tea leaves.
Now, I showed you my tea leaves in here and in this box. I have tea leaves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read it all together. Dan boils water in a tea kettle. He pours the hot water. Stop. Dan boils water in a tea kettle. He pours the hot water into a teapot and adds some tea leaves.
Then boils the water into the tea kettle. He puts some hot water into the teapot and adds some tea leaves.
Right. Next, as the tea leaves soak in the water becomes tea. Dan strains the tea. And then he adds sugar and milk and stirs his tea. Go ahead.
Then he adds sugar.
Start here. As the tea leaves soak.
As the tea leaves soak the water, the water becomes tea. Then
Strains the tea.
drains the tea.
Then
he adds sugar and milk and
stirs is like this. Stirs.
stirs his tea.
Why does he stir it? He has to stir it so that the milk and the sugar will mix in with the tea.
Yeah.
Now, he has to strain it because when you make tea and you have the leaves, you don't want to drink the leaves. So he has a strainer. This is a strainer. Can you see the strainer?
Of course, I can see.
So he holds the strainer and then he pours it in and then the leaves will stay there and then the tea will come out. Can you say teacup?
Teacup
And saucer.
and saucer.
What is a saucer? It looked to me, Grace, like a little plate. It's like a little plate, and you put the teacup on the saucer, right?
Yeah.
Now we have some other things over here. Can you read what it says over here? A filter has very small holes in it.
A filter has very small hole in it. A quarter.
Say a liquid or gas.
Yeah. A liquid or gas can pass through the hole, but short pieces of soil cannot.
A strainer.
A strain does the same thing.
It does the same thing.
Does the same thing.
But its holes are larger.
But so are larger, and it's probably has a
handle.
handle.
You see, here's the teapot. This part is the spout, and this part is the handle. Where you hold it is the handle. Now, I'm going to read it, and then you're going to repeat. We have to stop in 1 minute. Are you ready? We're almost done. Okay, you're doing it.
Right?
Cheers. If you grind coffee beans, you get ground coffee. Can you read
Ground.
it?
Ground.
Can you read it?
Wait. If you
Grind.
coffee beans, you get ground coffee.
Say beans, coffee beans.
Coffee beans.
And here it says scoop and coffee.
scooped coffee.
Move it by using a scoop.
Move it by using a scoop.
Heats up.
Heats up.
I already told you means becomes hot.
Becomes hot.
When something soaks,
When something soaks,
it stays in water
it stays in water
and becomes very wet.
and becomes very wet.
So we put the leaves in the water so they can soak, and then the water gets hot, and pretty soon we'll have some nice tea, right?
Yeah.
Do you like sugar and milk in your tea?
No.
You just want tea, no sugar, no milk?
Yeah.
So you can say, I like plain tea.
I like plain tea.
Ask me.
Do you like put sugar and milk in your tea?
Well, you know, I might put a little bit of milk if it's a oolong tea, but if it's my jasmine tea or herbal tea, no, I don't like the milk. But I do like a little bit of honey. Do you know what honey is?
No.
Say honey.
Honey.
It's a magic word. Have you ever heard of the bee? The bee can make honey. The bee makes honey.
The
A
bee.
little yellow and black insect. Say bee.
Bee.
A bee is the one who makes the honey, okay?
Okay.
Now, next class, guess what? We're going to read a little bit more about breakfast, but we got to stop now because I have another class, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Grace, I always like to see you. You do such a good job. You understand English now, right?
Yeah.
You're doing better and better every time. Can I see you next Monday?
Yeah.
See you later, alligator.
It's the alligator.
After a while, crocodile.